how you all doing? Okay, so in this video I'm going to teach you some powerful stuff in trading. All right, I'm going to review a lot of secret, a lot in this video. I'm going to make it very simple, but one thing that I want to tell you is that don't worry about the different names that gurus, mentors choose to name stuff. Right, once you're able to identify this, all right, once you're able, like a little baby can identify this. You can see it on my chart. I drew this one. You can see them on my chart, right? Once you're able to identify this, just identify it. Forget about the name. Because the reason why I said so is because many mentors, many gurus, or whatever they call themselves, some can call it engulfing candle, right? Some can call it order block. Some can call it support. Some can call it resistance. Some can call it whatever they choose to call it. You understand? But reason why I say don't worry about the name again is that because let's say let's say for instance now I call it magnificent or whatever thing that I will call it, or magnificent level or that level or what anything. I can't think of any name right now, but let's say I call it magnificent level, right? And you study the magnificent level, right? And one day you make some error, right? And the magnificent level didn't hold. Now you want to leave the magnificent level. I want to go start learning engulfing candle. The engulfing candle have its own error. You start go learning order block. You understand? What are you doing to yourself? You delaying yourself, because when you make error, when you make mistake in trading, right? You need to go back and look at, okay, what did I do wrong? How can I fix this? How can I come back tomorrow and be better? You understand? You're not trying to avoid mistakes. You're not trying to run away from them. They will happen. You understand? Just go with the rules. Go with the whole rules and you'll be good. You understand? Okay. Let me not bore you guys. Let's jump right into this. Okay. So what you can see here are order blocks. All right. This is all you need. This order block and fair value gap, it's all you need. That is all. You don't need to know where is the liquidity, where is the this, where is the that. The liquidity, all you just have to know is that if this is an order block, right? You're trading from this order block to this high. That's all. That's all, bro. This is all you need to do. You're trading from here to here, bro. That's all. This will now be your external. This will be your internal, right? Now you're not looking for, oh, where is the liquidity? Where is the Monday high? Where is the Monday low? Where is the Tuesday high? Where is the Tuesday? Where is the... Hey, no. Hold it there. You don't need to know all that anymore. Because let's say this is the Monday high, right? Or this, I'm not saying those don't work. They work, right? But this is simple. This, you know what you're waiting for, right? When price come up here, right? You're not trying to catch the reversal. No, you're not trying to catch, you're not trying to catch the pullback from here. That is one thing that mistake that traders make. Now they want to catch the pullback, right? Because it's Monday high or because it's Tuesday high. They're trying to catch the pullback, and the pullback will go a little bit and price will start going up and they will get stopped out. You understand? No, you're not trying to do that. If you can just focus on this alone, right? You wait for price to come here, you give you confirmation. I'm going to show you the confirmation. You get confirmation, you push back up. That is it. Nothing else. The same thing goes with this. I'm going to go on the chart and show you examples. All right. The same thing goes with this. You mark it out. Right. Price come here. It gives you confirmation. You take your sell. That's it. You target this high. You're done. You don't. If you find that on the weekly, right? If you find that on the weekly, even if it takes 2 weeks or 3 weeks for price to get, you keep selling till price get here. The same thing goes here. You keep looking for buys, keep looking for only buys, keep looking for bully buys until price get here. Okay, let me show you. Okay, when it comes to fair value gap also, the same thing. You mark this out. If you found this on the weekly, you need to be patient. You wait. When price get here, you keep buying, keep looking for buys. You keep looking for buys till price get here. This is very simple. I'm telling you the truth. But a lot of traders just choose to complicate it, right? And after they complicate it, they find who to blame. They look for who to blame. This is all you have to do. And guess what's going to happen again? Okay, let's say, let me take this off. Okay, let's say in this case, right? Let's say in this case, price choose to do this, because that is the thing again that price can do. Price choose to do this. Let me make this like really dark. Price choose to do this. Price open up and go down. Ignore my drawing. Price do. It's simple. What can you do? You wait for price to go back up here and you trade it. By then, if you want to take this out of your head, you take this out of your head. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's that simple. I can say it. Okay, let's say here now, what is the worst that can happen here? Let's say price open up here and you were waiting for the pullback. You were waiting for the reversal, it didn't happen, and price go like this. What can you see? This is already an inversion. And what will you do? You wait for a pullback and you trade this. And guess what? If price come into this level, right? If price come into this level, like let's say price was coming here and it wants to break it, trust me, it won't give you any confirmation for a buy. There won't be a confirmation for a buy. There won't be. There's a way that I trade this whereby if price close here, right? I will see it on the lower time frame, then I can sell. Right? Because I'm gonna see price will give you that confirmation here on the lower time frame that price, anything that price wants to do, it will tell you that okay, see, I want to go down. You want to join me or you don't want to join me? Then you can take it. You understand? Manage your risk. All right? This is not a financial advice. All right? But you have to manage your risk and all that. So guess what's going to happen here? If it doesn't respect, right? If it doesn't respect, the thing that can only happen is that price will just shoot up. And it will do it quickly. It will do it quickly. It won't waste time. It will do it quickly. Let's jump right on a live chat. Let me show you examples and show you how to trade and how to see the confirmation and all that. All right. So I'm gonna delete all this. Okay. Anyways, no need to waste my time on that. So look here now. Okay. Let's go on what happened on Friday. On Friday, as you all know, I was bearish. All right, but I'm not forgetting where we are in the market on a weekly time frame. All right, when I say I was bearish on this 4-hour time frame. I've been selling this since we came here, and this is what I've been following. I've been following the fair value gap and the other blocks going down. It's that simple. It's that simple, bro. It's that simple. All right, I've been following them going down and going down and going down. All right, so let's look at Friday. What happened on Friday? Okay, here was on Wednesday, right? So on Wednesday, we had this fair value gap here, and we have another block. No, let's go with this one first. We had this fair value gap. As you all know, I sold from all this fair value gap, all this other block. I took trades from all of them. Okay, we had this fair value gap here, and what happened? Let me delete this first. We're gonna get back to it. We have this fair value gap. Price never closed above it. All right, it didn't close above it. We rejected, drop down. All right, drop down. Okay. Then we had this other block, rejected again, drop down, and we have this fair value gap. I want to show you something, right? This fair value gap. Let's extend it to this level. Let's extend it. When price couldn't close above it, right? What was it doing? You can see there was a lot of candle being printed, rejecting, then drop. When it wants to close it, close above it, see what happened. There was a speed. It moved. This is something that I just explained like a few seconds ago, right? If price wants to break it, it's going to happen quick. It's going to be fast. It won't waste time. All right. And if you go on lower time frame, you will see that, oh, we're breaking it. Let's go on lower time frame. Let me show you something. Of course, this was a big break. This was a big one. All right. This was a big one. There's no even pullback yet. This was a big one. So when price break it, right, you want to see a fair value gap on order block above it. All right. Okay. Let's go to when price didn't break it. Can you see any fair value gap or order block above it here? No, there was nothing above it. Above it. Did you see any fair value gap or order block above it here? No, there's no fair value gap. I'm not talking about inside. I'm talking about above it, because this is a lower time frame now. That is a lock. Like they already lock price that, oh, we're going above, because one of the two things that fair value gap can do is that, let's say we have that fair value gap, right? Up here. Okay, this is a fair value gap up there, right? It's either, again, it's either we respect it, right? Or we disrespect it. So that fair value gap there now is telling you that we either respect this or disrespect it. What do you do again? You go on a lower time frame again. If you don't trust it, you go on a lower time frame. What do you want to do again? Okay, you go on a lower time frame. When price come here, there will be another fair value gap here. That fair value gap now will tell you that, okay, price is willing to come back to this up here. All right. So this is where you see, this thing is very simple. It's very simple. There will be a pullback into that fair value gap and you take your trade. If you've not watched my time frame alignment video, watch my time frame alignment video. Then you can use the time frame alignment video to trade this. You understand? Just write things down, because I'm going to be going from here to here, but it's the same thing. I'm going to be giving you an example. You understand? Not a back testing section showing you, teaching you how this thing really work. All right, how I use my fair value gap and order block. All right. Okay, so if you go here, there was one fair value gap here, right? Let's use that one also to show you how price trade into this fair value gap, how you know if we're breaking it or if we're disrespecting it. Okay, we have this one here. We have this one. This my video is for patience traders. Right? If you're patient enough, you'll be patient with me. So see here, what happened? When price was going above it, did we have any fair value gap saying that, oh, price is going up on order block? Remember, how you want to identify an order block is that you want to see a fair value gap above it, of course. So she is fair value gap. So above here, did we have anything? No. So because I do see some traders, right? I see some traders. Many traders do show me example of what they're doing, and fine, right? But this is where I'm correcting you now. I do see traders, they want to buy this. They'll be like, oh, price close above. We want to buy this. We want to buy this. Then what will happen? They will be in that trade for a few hours, be suffering, and after the suffering, price will come quick and break below this. I cut this sell. Right? But unfortunately, let me confess, I had this sell was like 300 pips to the downside, right? I was holding one of my trade, and guess what? Price came back up. I saw this that we're reversing, but I was looking for a confirmation here to sell more, right? And guess what? As soon as price came here, I ended up closing in 60 pips after 300 pips, right? It was 60 pips, right? Okay, no, I had one of the sell. I closed the ones from here. I had some positions here. I had more position here when price was dropping. Then yeah, the last position I was holding was this one, because I closed this other one quickly. You can see it was 300 pips, but I came back here and closed at like 60 pips, 60 something pips. Okay, I do remember all my trades. So I hope you get the example that I show you here also, right? Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on to more things that I'm gonna show you. You see these things that I'm showing you, right? It's something that repeats every day. It repeats every day. All right, it repeats every day. Of course, you need like to practice them, do more research. You know, I can't do a full complete hours of mentorship in this video. But I will make sure that I give you a lot of tips that you can go work on. You understand? So this is for fair value gap. And when it comes to order block, right? Another way that you can identify if this order block price is going to react to it, right? There's something that I call it footprints, right? I call it footprints. The reason why I call it footprints is that so that I will master it in my head, right? I will master it in my head. So what price does is that you don't have to trade this fair value gap if you don't want to, right? It's not even a high probability because price will play around it. It might go above it, come up, come below, do some crazy things there, right? One thing that you can do is that when there's a fair value gap, you just mark it out and wait to see how 4-hour trade into it, right? If that fair value gap is going to hold, we should get an order block. Then that order block will be the high probability level for you to trade. Okay? So you see now, we have a fair value gap and we have an order block. All right? And price came back to it and it becomes a high probability level to trade off from. Right? So let me show you more. We have a fair value gap. We have a fair value gap. And what happened? Price traded into that fair value gap and give us an order block. So that order block will be the one that you want to trade off from, right? And trust me, there will be a massive move from there. Okay, so let's look for another fair value gap. So here we have a fair value gap. Here, price is still going down, by the way. And after that fair value gap, do we have an order block? Yes, we have an order block. Where is the order block? After price did all these things that it did, the cleanest order block is this one that you see here. Is this one? Or when price closed below this, I actually used this one. Okay, I used this one when price closed below this. This is the one that I use for my trade. I marked this out as my order block. And when price pulled back into it, there was a massive sell down. If you can only do this, right? If you can only do this, sometimes it won't be that clear, right? But if you wait for price to pull back into a fair value gap and give you the order block, here in this case, this is the order block here, or you can mark out this whole thing here as the order block. And as you can see, price pull back into it and we had the massive run back to the upside. Okay, many more examples. We have a fair value gap here. I'm not just trying to pick which ones were correct and which one. Go and look at all of them, right? You will make mistake on some, okay? So I told you, in this video, I'm going to review a lot of things to you, right? I'm going to review a lot of things to you. Okay, so here we have the order block here, right? And price came back, poof, and up we go, right? Shoot up. Came back one more time, do its thing. This is, when it comes to liquidity, this is my high probability liquidity, right? I look for them also inside this fair value gap, right? And price came deep down into it, and started creating the order block. This is gonna be my order block here. I'm gonna mark it from here to here, or you can mark this candle or from here. What I like to do is that I start marking out from the wick, because nobody knows if it's going to be the wick or the body, right? Nobody knows. I start marking it out like, because of course I'm looking for confirmation here. Then if there's no confirmation here and price want to drop deeper, I can reduce this. And when price drop deeper, I look for confirmation. But anyways, here, you don't even need to do much anymore. There's a fair value gap here. You can mark out this fair value gap. And when you start seeing those confirmation, then that is it. That is it for you. You can see here, price closed above this, right? So drop down deeper into it, and we had that buy. Okay, we had that buy to the upside. Okay, you can actually use this now for a fair value gap example, right? To know if that fair value gap is going to hold or not, because that's the only thing fair value gap does. It either hold or it doesn't hold, right? By the way, this is 4 hour, right? This is 4 hour, but it works on other high time frame also. I use them for my buyers, right? I use them for my buyers, then I will know what we're doing in the day. As I always as I've told you guys, right? Price can either respect it or disrespect it. So when you have these levels on your chart, right, and you know price can either respect it or disrespect it, then what you're doing during the day, it's become easy, right? Okay, let's look here. Now, let's go back to this level here right now. Let me delete all these things. Let's go back here. So look here now. We have this fair value gap, right? This is the last fair value gap, right? Okay. Let's see you come into the chart during New York section. What is price doing? He's disrespecting this. So it's going to be a buy. It's going to be a buy, bro. It's not going to be a sell. It's going to be a buy. You're not looking for a reversal. You know, the crazy thing that traders do is that they look for reversal every time. Like they want to catch the sniper move because they think that, oh, we've been dropping. Price has been dropping. It's been dropping. It's been dropping. So it's going to keep dropping. Come on now. At least trade what you see at the moment. At that moment. Trade it. Yes, when we come back tomorrow, if they want to sell, cool, fine. You look for the same thing. You want to see what is price respecting and what is price disrespecting. And again, right, what happened 20 years ago, right, shouldn't affect what is happening now. You understand? Whereby many traders make this mistake, whereby you can clearly see that price has disrespected this fair value gap, right? What is stopping price from disrespecting all these ones here? What do you think is going to stop price? Even though you go wrong, let's say you have that mindset that, oh, price wouldn't respect all these things, right? And you have that mindset, then let's say price come here and respect this and respect it and start going down. Do you think you miss anything? You miss nothing. When you come into the chart during New York section, you're going to see what is price respecting. Oh, we're respecting this. Okay, we're selling. You need to be dumb. You need to trade like you're dumb. Just follow the thing and just go wherever it's going to. Look for continuation. Don't be looking for. If you find yourself that you taking a reversal, right? But that reversal will be like, let's say you have a fair value gap here, right? And price come here. This is where I want to take that reversal. I don't want to take the reversal here, like trying to reverse this high time frame. No, I want to chill. I want to wait. When the reversal start happen, then I look for continuation. You get what I mean, right? So I'm not going to mark this on my chart. Rather, what I will mark on my chart would be a high time frame key level, which is this key level. I've marked this out here a long time ago, but I didn't let this stop me from selling. Into it, I was selling because price can go deep. Price can even wick here. Price can even close here. We don't know yet, but 4 hour will tell us when we're stopping. All right? So I will have to mark this out on my chart. Sorry, my phone is distracting me. That's why I say you should be writing things, because I will say a lot of things here which I didn't even write down, but that is the way I trade. It's already part of me, right? You can wake me up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and I will still teach you the same thing. I will even, if you wake me up the next day, I will even teach you better. You understand? Because now I have more experience, right? I'm getting more experience every day. Okay? So now, where did I even stop? Okay. Anyway, so this is what I will mark out on my chart, right? Instead of marking out lower time frame level here, you see now this takes out those levels out. right? Because remember at the beginning of the video, what I told you is that you want to trade from here to here. You want to keep looking for buy like a dummy, like you dumb, right? That is how I put it. That is how it's in my head. Like, hey, I have to trade like I'm dumb. Like other people are selling, they're looking for sniper entry, they're looking for this, but I'm just gonna be following the trend, like I'm dumb, right? Just gonna be following it because the reason why I'm following it is because I know that it's from internal to external. That's what that's my edge. That's my strategy, right? And it has worked out so many times for me. So what I'm doing on lower time frame now is that what can I see? When price reacted here, did it give me any sign that we're going to go back up? Yes, it did. That is number one first. Then like, okay, cool. Now, you see the way we came down here, right? You see the way we went up here, right? That is the same thing I'm going to follow to go back up here. Even if price decide to come down here later on, right? I'm still going to look to see if we want to sweep this, but I don't think so, right? I don't think so. And I remember again, I told you if price happens to reject something here, because anything can happen. If it tried to reject some, cool, fine. I didn't lose because I'm not just going to take trade blindly, right? So I'm going to be trading from here, from this level, and from this level down here. There's another order block down here. So my interest now will now be these two levels here. We'll have a fair value gap, we'll have an order block because that's what we're trading off from, right? Remember, it's from fair value gap and order block. You need to find what your high time frame is doing. And if the high time frame, if the high time frame is going to reject, you will know. If it's going to disrespect, you're going to know. So how you will know is a lower time frame alignment. It's very, very simple. Apply the same thing every time. Then when you come into the chart, you want to do your weekly analysis. It's going to be a lot easier for you. You don't need to know what is Monday high did, what did Monday low did, what did Friday high did, what did this other one did. They work, don't get me wrong, but this comes first. If you don't know this, how will you know what Monday high is? Come on, bro. You get me, right? I hope you get me. Monday high, Monday low are not wrong. But those things are for like short-term trade. Like you come into the chart, you don't have analysis, this, that. Then maybe you can just take that for that moment and just leave. But many traders turn that to oh, this is my strategy. This is what I do every day. Then, but they tend to wait until the day that the Monday low will get swept, or the day that or whatever days that it get. Because when you're trading those kind of stuff, right, you need to wait longer, right? Which is fine. What am I even saying? I don't know. Anyways, let's get back to our thing. Remember, I'm not saying they are wrong, they are right, but many traders are trading them the wrong way. This is a simple thing that you can easily trade. It will give you a long-term direction. You want to catch those big trades, right? This is it. This is it. You understand? So when it comes to NASDAQ, I like to align 4-hour and weekly. It gives me like a nice direction. Okay? So let me show you an example again whereby fair value gap was disrespected. I think I've shown you that, right? Okay, let's say in this case here, you didn't know that we are coming from 4-hour order block. Sorry, weekly order block. You didn't know that we are coming from weekly order block, right? And price created this here, fair value gap. Of course, many traders don't know how to trade fair value gap. That's why they think it doesn't work. You need to know where we're coming from first, all right? So you can see price was going up here. This was a pullback into an inversion. There was an inversion here. This broker wasn't right. There was this other one that I used. It lined up so well. But anyways, you come into the New York section. What do you see? You see that we're disrespecting this. You can see it will happen fast. It won't be playing around there. Happen fast. You have to look for a buy. You have to look for a buy. Look for targets. Look for what's up there that you think that can send price back down. This is likely going to send price back down if price wants to go back down. So you use it as your targets. Even if you catch this last candle, it's fine. It's okay. You wait for pullback, you continue doing your thing. Back to where? Back to this high. Because guess what? What was here? Let's go on the weekly and look what was here. So this is what was there on the weekly. This is what was there on the weekly, right? This is what was there on the weekly. So we had from here to here. So this was what it was. We had this pullback back to this high. It was actually a very big move. Very, very, very big move. You understand? The same thing happened everywhere. Here. You can see from here. We had this pullback back to this high. Okay? Look at it. Look at the fair value gaps. Look at the other blocks. Look at where the fair value gaps, look at where the other blocks come from. Look at this other block. This other block came from a fair value gap. Price shoot up. Boom. Quick to the downside and reverse back up. And we had another block here and price moved back up. Just go on your chart, mark out all the other blocks, see how price reacts to them. Mark them all out. Don't try to be fancy. Mark them all out. Mark all of them. Don't leave anyone behind. Okay? So I don't know if there's something that I've missed out on saying on this chart, on this lecture, right? So, anyways, if we're looking at Nasdaq, like what its price likely going to do next, it's so clear, right? It's this. This is what price is doing. And what do we have on 4 hour? We already have our confirmation on 4 hour that price is going up. No need to stress on anything. Just follow it like a dummy until it disrespects. You understand? You don't need to be smart about trading. You don't need to be smart like, oh, I'm smart. I got this now. You will never get it. You will never get it fully. Put it like that. Even though you get it, right? Don't be like, oh, I got it now. The market will humble you. The market will just choose that small thing that you're doing and continue doing that small thing. Just continue doing it. Even though you're making $1, $2, $3, keep on doing it. That $1, $2, $3, right? To turn to millions in few years to come. Just keep doing. Don't be looking at other people like, oh, this one is making this amount, this one is making, and I want to change my strategy. It's not the strategy that is making them making that amount. It's the experience. You need to build yours. They can't teach the experience to you. You need to build yours. And I've given you something that you can use to build yours. You need to build yours. And yeah, who knows? You might not be among those that will make millions, right? Or you might be among those that will make billions. You might be among those that will make thousands. As long as you're making money, right? As long as you're making money, that is it. That is the thing. As long as at the end of the week, you look, oh, I have profit. I made profit. That is it. It's going to grow. Your time will come, but you need to put in the work. What is the work? Just sit on your ass and wait. That is the only work job that you have to do. Write down things that, okay, if this happens, I'm going to do this. If this doesn't happen, I don't do anything, right? I don't know. Okay, when you take a, what I usually do is that once I take a trade, I'll be like, okay, I don't know if this trade is going to go to my TP or not, but I'm just going to place my stop loss there and manage my trade. You understand? If it gets to some level where I want to take some profit, I take some profit and I place my stop loss at. If it gets to where I want to place my stop loss at entry, I do that. Even though I make, let's say I was targeting to make like $10 in the trade, then I made $1. It's fine. I move on to the next one. You move on to this tomorrow. If tomorrow it give you 50 cents, it's okay. If tomorrow give you whatever, it's fine. You understand? So you just keep doing it. Of course, I'm not saying I'm making $10 in trade. Don't get me wrong. I'm giving you an example. You understand? I'm giving you an example. Okay? Don't be here that, oh, I want to make me. You're not there yet, bro. Relax. You're not there yet. How do you know you're not there yet? Because you're still freaking out when you get into trade. You're still freaking out. You still don't know when to take your. You're still chasing trades. You're not there yet. When you stop doing all that thing, that is when you know you're there, and you will see your profit will increase, your lot size and everything will increase on their own. I'm telling you this all this is out of experience. You understand? I'm telling you out of experience. You don't need to be jumping from one thing to another because they're all the same thing, bro. They're all the same thing. Okay, let me show you something else, right? When we have this structure like this, right? Maybe you would say, oh, he's not doing market structure. He's just doing candles. Nah, I'm doing market structure, bro. I'm doing market structure. Okay, look at this like this, right? Look at it like this. What do you think this is? This is a break of structure to the upside, bro. It's a break of structure to the upside. When you go on a lower time frame and look at this, right? What you will see is this. Sorry, I didn't draw it well. You will see that a market that's, okay, maybe there was a buy here and it came back down and it went up here. This is what you will see on a lower time. This is what you will see on a lower time frame, right? Then what is this? This is a break of structure. And what did I tell you I'm waiting? I'm waiting for pullback to buy. It's the same thing. So not because this didn't work out for you, because of your own mistake, now you want to change. Now you want to go study smart money concepts where there's a break of structure whereby you can look for buy here. Guess what happened? Many times price don't come to this level. Many times price don't come there. But when it does, it's a big move. So will you be able to wait? If you couldn't wait for this, are you going to wait for this? Because sometimes price can react to some level here or something here and move on. Or it will create liquidity, right? Create some kind of liquidity, go back up, create some liquidity again, then come back here later, then shoot up. This happened on what is it called? On Euro USD. On Euro USD, I was waiting for a setup. Guess what? The setup happened and left. What will I do? Nothing. I have not. Look at it here. I had this setup for weeks, right? I had this setup for weeks. Look at it again. It's the other block. It's the other block. Price left, right? I really don't trade Euro USD like that, but I like to mark them out and see if I catch the trade. Cool. I think in 2 months or so, I only took like 2 trades on Euro USD or so. 2 trades. And guess what? Those 2 trades went to my direction. They went to my direction. So what am I saying? If you feel like, okay, you want to trade market structure, do it like correctly. Do it correctly. Everything is market structure. It now depends on how are you looking at it. How are you looking at it? You understand? How are you looking at it? So this is my lower time frame on NASDAQ. All right, let's get back to this one that we're using. All right. Okay. So I don't know if you guys have questions, right? If you guys have questions, you can ask me the questions on the comment section, right? You can ask me the questions on the comment section. If there's something that I didn't say yet, but with everything that I've told you here, right, you can use it for your buyers. You can use it for your buyers. You can use it for your points of interest. You can use it for whatever you want to use it for, and you're good. You're good to go. You're good to go. Don't let all these gurus or all this content creator, because that's what I call some of them. They're just creating content. You understand? They will copy what others have created before, right? And rebrand it and redo it and put it and rebrand it and use it to get money out from your pocket. You know, the way you ask them questions, they can answer because they don't really know that thing. They just take it from other people and just give it to you. You understand? I was actually expecting NAS to come down here. I was expecting NAS to come down here, but it didn't happen. Guess what? I move on to the next one. This candle hasn't even closed yet. This is a monthly candle. It hasn't even closed yet, so we don't know what's going to happen next week also. But I have my eyes on all those levels, all those fair value gaps. I have my eyes on it. All right? Even all this other block, I have my eyes on it. When price come there, I want to see what's going to happen. Then we will see. What is it aligning with the daily? So when it comes to this daily, right, we had a fair value gap here. We had a fair value gap here. yes, I wanted to see a fair value gap to show us if price was going to go down, because that's the first thing I want to see first. Then how did we trade into it? Did we disrespect it or did we respect it? In this case here, we disrespect it. So I'm not going to be like, oh, we have another fair value gap here, let me try to sell. Nope, I'm going to be dumb about it. But I just go with what I see, which is 4 hour, right? 4 hour. What am I seeing on 4 hour? Until, because if daily wants to reverse, right, we're going to start from 4 hour first. 4 hour will reverse first, then daily will follow up. So daily, it's like, okay, let me give you an example again. You see here, 4 hour was doing its thing, right? And we broke. So you're gonna look back up. What happened? What did we do? What did we disrespect? We disrespected this and we displaced here. So at least few more candles or one candle at least will go down a little bit or so, or something like that. Even if you're wrong, it's okay. But that is something that is more likely going to happen, right? It's more likely going to happen than price just do this. Because why would we disrespect this, create this candle, and the next candle will just go back up? Yes, it can happen. It can happen. But the chances of it happen is slimmer. It's smaller than the other one. So you want to go with the one that is more likely to happen. That is what I'm doing. Like, which one is more likely to happen? I go with it. Okay. Let me look for the place whereby we disrespect and went back up. Here we didn't disrespect. Here we're just playing around. You can see here we didn't close below it. We're just playing around it. See, I can't even find where we disrespect and went back up quickly. Disrespect. Okay, here we disrespect, shoot down. But this candle, you can see that we had this wick, right? This wick alone, let's say we opened up from here and you trade this before the closure. That's 400 pips already. And price closed here on the next day. This is how we closed on the next day. This is how we, then this other one were the next day. Then you want to trade this candle because of what this candle did, right? But you're paying attention to this level because this is still the level. And see what they did. They shoot price down massively. Okay? They shoot price down massively. All right? So look all here. When we disrespected, what happened? What happened in a longer term? In a longer term, price came back. Boom, 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 boom. Came back here. Give it stuff here, came back again, and boom, that was it. That was it. So you can see what happened here, right? Let's see what's gonna happen next on Nasdaq. Anyways, this video has been long, but this is a lecture, right? This is a lecture whereby if I'm gonna even give you a lecture, it's gonna be days of lectures, because there's a lot of things in my head I can pour out there. Understand? But this can carry you a long way. Okay, this can carry you a long way, right? Decided to like, let me just give this out there, give it out there for you. Okay, all right, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and until I speak to you again.